I want a live action The Bee movie.
No.
Yes.
No, that thing should
God.
never be
Yes.
produced.
Yes.
What?
Yes.
How would you even do that? Because you got to animate the little bees. So it's almost fully animated because you got a full town of little bees with faces. And what are you gonna do it like Lion King style? Like
Actually,
Hey, don't ask me. I just
Live
want it. I'm
action?
not trying to do
You know
it.
what?
Wait.
I would watch it if it were like really bad, like if it was like full adults in like terribly like produced bee costumes.
That would be so
oh,
amazing.
like the
Like-
old Super Mario movie.
Yeah, like where they are painted yellow and like the yellow is fading off their skin, but they're still pretending to be bees. I would watch it.
That'd be
Mhm.
Do
great.
that.
Yeah, and then they're still there.
The
like
romance
cats.
between the woman and the bee.
Yeah,
Oh,
but they're
my
still
favorite romance story.
bee-sized. They're still bee-sized. They're not full adult men. They're
Can
just
they fly?
I mean, sure, but like it's going to be like terrible green screen where like they just like move up.
Oh,
yeah. You know?
Like they're being dragged.
Yeah,
with a
like they're
mouse.
Cross,
being
like,
dragged
stage.
around.
Mhm.
Exactly.
Yeah,
And I want
like
them
that.
to be like really shrunken down, similar where when you like take something and just like knee to it smaller.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah.
yeah, that's what I want. That's what I want.
I think we could totally make like a spoof trailer
Mhm.
of that.
And like the bee who falls in like the main bee is
Barry?
gonna be Barry's gonna be like the grossest like bee ever, you know, even though like you know those kind of people you're like you first look at them and you're like, oh, you're kind of, and then you look at them a little more and you kind of just see the
I'm
grease.
so lost.
I don't know what you're talking about.
There's a specific kind of people that you
yeah,
look at
a specific
differently?
kind of person, and at the first glance they look like a okay clean person, but then the more you look at them they just look slightly more greasy every time you look at them, you know.
I don't know if I've experienced that.
No?
I've experienced the
Is that too
opposite where I think there's someone that's like ugly, but then the more I look at them, I'm like, you know what? You're not that ugly.
No, it's
Yeah.
like the more you look at them they just become grosser and grosser to you, you know.
I kind of experienced that with my parents,
Damn.
but like I think
Oh,
that was
fuck.
just I think that was
Damn.
just the age, you know, like they were getting older as I
Yeah.
got older.
Okay,
Mhm.
true.
But like I'm talking about like someone who
Just
never
like
yeah.
throughout a year, you see them like every day, and they just become grosser and grosser.
No, I'm saying like throughout like 30
Throughout-
minutes, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, throughout 30, like a quick
Mhm.
thing.
Yeah, like a quick thing. You glance at someone, you're like, okay, and then you glance at them again, you're like, oh, you look greasy.
Maybe. I feel like I've experienced that with like smell. Like somebody looks good, and then they're kind of closer to me, and I'm
And
like,
you're like, oh.
you smell bad, and I don't like this guy anymore. Yeah.
Yeah, kind of like that.
Because sometimes
you know?
people can look like perfectly normal human beings, and then they can smell disgusting,
Mhm.
right?
That's like this bee. He looks like a perfectly normal bee, but then you get to know him a little bit, and you're like, you're kind of
He's
greasy.
stinky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
Do we get to sniff the bee in the movie?
Smellorama.
Oh my god, it's 4D
It's gotta
aromascope,
be
like what they did
4D.
with Spy Kids.
Ah, Spike
When you
is
scratch-
four.
You scratch the
yeah.
little-
They tell you on the screen when to scratch the
Sniff
number.
Barry B right now.
He just smells
Scratch
like
number
fart.
1 for armpit.
Oh
Okay.
my god.
What?
That was
What?
one of the worst ideas ever, I think.
The movie?
The bee
No,
movie?
like the smelling thing.
Oh,
Oh,
and
yeah.
Like, that's
yeah,
a horrible
the Spy
idea.
Kids.
That takes you out of it.